2, 3.
Any advice for a brand new brokerage? No. No. Boy, that's a good question too. Well, I mean, I guess there's a couple things that there's a couple questions that I would ask back there. One, are you your own brokerage or are you an agent for somebody? Because that works very different ways. Two, do you know what kind of product you're hauling? Because that'd be my first thing. I mean, I don't know, first, that'd be one of the big things. I've seen times where new brokerages will just go after everything. And the problem is that you can't do that, because with the different types of trailers out there, there's different regulations for all that. I mean, do you want to be a brokerage for tanker stuff? Well, there's a whole huge deal with tankers. I mean, there's whole regulations, a whole new ballgame. Or do you want to just do reefer? That's fine. But again, there's different aspects to that. So I guess my thing would be figure out what you want to haul. What do you want to specialize in? If you're getting into a brokerage and you've never been in trucking, that's a very tough spot to be in as well, because you probably don't know a lot of the stuff. So, I would recommend working for a brokerage first. But if you've got that and you go in, figure out what your niche is. I mean, do you want to be a reefer broker? Do you want to be a tanker? The big brokers out there, they can do it all, which is fine. They've got hundreds of people to do it. But if you're just starting out, my big thing is to find your niche for the brokerage. If you want to be a reefer, dry van, flatbed, figure out which niche you want to go after, then go after that. And the other thing is, don't be afraid to call customers. You're going to hear a ton of no's. Okay, you're brand new. The thing with MC numbers and stuff like that is it's all about longevity. So, if someone's really picky on that, they'll look you up, see that you have your MC, or, I shouldn't say MC, your brokerage authority number. They're going to look you up, see it's like 2 weeks old, probably not going to want to deal with you. Maybe they will, I don't know. But they're probably not going to want to deal with you. So it just takes time. You can jump in, strong and quit your day job and join the brokerage, but it's going to be a tough start off. But like I said, find your niche, find good carriers to work with too. Really, invest in your carriers. Figure out if they're good. Figure out where they haul, where their main lanes are. There's a ton of programs, ton of software out there right now where you can really dive into carriers and make sure that they're good ones. But yeah, find a group of carriers. I know you'll have to use the load boards to start off with. That's fine. A lot of people use load boards. There's nothing wrong with that. But once you build up a good repertoire with some carriers, it's a lot better. It's a lot better to just go with them. So I guess any advice to a brokerage is, are you an agent with somebody or are you on brokerage? That'd be the first thing. They both have their advantages and disadvantages, so you'll have to figure that out for yourself if that's something that works for you. Usually if you're an agent, you have to pay the other brokerage a piece of it, but then you don't have to deal with a lot of the headache that comes with the brokerage. Versus if you're your own brokerage, you don't have to pay anybody for that, but then you do have to deal with everything. So it's up to you. But yeah, to really find your niche, because every type of trailer, every type of load has their own quirks. And if you don't know the flatbed world, then don't get into flatbed, okay? Stick with the world and really go after that and really hammer hard on some customers. Find some local guys, just take a drive around, look at warehouses, look at DCs in your area. Maybe not DCs, but look at the manufacturing places around you there, and write them down, research them. I can't emphasize that enough. Research them before you call them so that you have some clue of what you're talking about.